comment and tell me, is Ninjaman still relevant in dancehall, everybody? Get this video to 1,000 likes, my people. Share the video. We have brand spanking new information too. On the prior Tuesdays continues, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to play this full list to this.
You have to show God more appreciation. And not even Christians alone, but people in a whole, we get up every day and give God thanks and praise and give him that respect there. If you know say he make you live to see another day. Because every night you go to your bed and you go sleep. You don't know what is happening while you're sleeping. And that man rise you from your sleep every morning and make you live to see another day. You have to give him thanks and praise.
Everybody drop a like on this video. And we're not going to waste some more of the time right now. We have brand new information for Ninjaman, everybody. You understand? See, no, Ninjaman has definitely worked in his favor of good behavior. You understand? Yes, it has definitely worked in the favor of Ninjaman, and of course him, of course, wanting to spearhead the prison reform program that he now says. No, because Ninjaman was painted as a murderer. He was painted as a gang leader. He was painted as a member of a gang, and ultimately is what led to one of Ninjaman's greatest downfall in music. Now fast forward, Ninjaman was sentenced to life in prison, everybody, and of course his fight for freedom has been a hard fought one, from of course surviving a heart attack, which was, you know, he was being rushed to the hospital, to writing letters to the government, to fighting for his freedom, for the loss of his attorneys, and numerous amount of things, my people. Ninjaman has been through it. But I'm asking the question, is Ninjaman still relevant in dancehall music? Jamaica welcome back Cartel with open arms. Vybz Kartel is now, quote unquote, running the place, from packing arenas and stadiums and all of them something there. Is Ninjaman still relevant? Uno think Jamaica are going to lift him up like how them lift up Cartel? Are they going to love him and welcome him back? And can he still make an impact in music? Because he's on his way home. You understand? At least that is what the lawyers are saying. You understand, everybody? Now, good behavior was one of the things that definitely is contributing to Ninjaman's favor right now, because the negative perception that was painted by investigators, according to the legal representatives of Ninjaman, people who received the malicious reports by Ninjaman, who said Ninjaman created the one umbrella gang. No, it was being debunked by the, of course, the legal representatives, which is Robert Fletcher and many others, who said that that movement was made to raise funds for the less fortunate. You understand? But it has not been an easy one. You understand, everybody? Because the perception of Ninjaman is tainted. I've even seen persons commenting that, Virtual, what are we up on the campaign for the murderer them and the prisoner them? You understand? Well, yeah, a lot of persons has commented on many of the videos that I've put out saying that Ninjaman is guilty. You understand? I have seen the comments them with my own eye. You understand? So people still think that Ninjaman should stay in prison, and that is where he belongs. You understand? So despite that, it might not be a glamorous return like Vybz Kartel got. Can he do it? You understand? Of course, we know that he's the Dan Gargan, quote unquote, and whatever the case may be, but not many persons can do what Vybz Kartel did, and Ninjaman is on his way home, and it might not be glitz and glamour. From packing stadiums to many things Vybz Kartel has done, from suffering in prison and many things, it might not be a triumphant return by Ninjaman to the dancehall space. But we now get to this bit of information. Phone, everybody leave a like on the video. Everybody share the video prior to its continues. And remember, your prayer life rules your entire life. Alright, everybody. Now, in March 2009, 20-year-old Ricardo Johnson, aka Trooper, was shot and killed on Mall Road in Olympic Gardens, allegedly. Now, in November 2017, after a trial lasting over a month, including testimony from 7 witnesses, Dancehall Dan Gaga, Ninjaman, Desmond Ballantyne, his son Janil, and Dennis Clayton were found guilty of Troopers dropping. Now, traditional media quoted Ninjaman as a philosophically saying, "Oh, I saw it go," as he exited the courtroom after being convicted. Now, independent online music magazine, which is the Urban Islands, specializing in reggae, dancehall, and hip hop, published a full quote which had Ninjaman's following up: "Don't F with me, Jamaica. I will be back." Ninjaman is saying to you that he's coming home. So despite whatever was done, Ninjaman is letting you know that he's coming home. You understand me? Okay? Moving on right along, everybody. Now, Ninjaman's defense counsel was quoted by Loop News as promising to appeal all the way to the Privy Council because Ninjaman didn't receive a fair trial. A month after conviction, Justice Martin Gale sentenced Ninjaman to life in prison with 25 years to be served before he can apply for a parole. Now, Ninjaman reportedly responded, "Thumbs up, judge," on his way to prison. Now, on that day of his sentencing, Ninjaman at that time was 51 years old and 11 months old. So, regardless of the quality or quantity of the evidence, an appeal was inevitable. Now, moving right along. In August 2023, Ninjaman previously boasted he fathered 29 children from 28 women, was visited on Family Day by self-styled close friends and many others who, came in there, quoted saying him step up in a full suit of Burberry with khaki clocks for match. Now, a Ninjaman's physical condition, they say that they gave character evidence for him, and his trial reportedly him look the same size, a little bit lighter. Him say him did bigger, but every time him walk, him hear the Beanie Man voice. I say, you wanna be that guy, right? Because him have Beanie Man belly, so him did have to hurry up and lose the belly, so him lose the weight, is what Ninjaman saying. Apparently, Ninjaman is doing fine while he's in prison, but by November 2023, Ninjaman, never known to be the taciturn type, wrote 1,600 letter addressing Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Leader Mark Golding, and NATSEC Minister Horace Chang, complaining about the prison conditions and making prison reform proposals. All right. Now, writing a self-proclaimed prophet, Ninja preemptively scolded his addresses. "I believe being incarcerated should not be a hindrance to me or anyone else in the system contributing to Jamaica in a positive way. Therefore, I would greatly appreciate you giving thought to the following, and it does not get buried in the recess of your minds," is what Ninjaman is saying. Okay, so what were his proposals? First up, Ninjaman says, "I believe the system should find a way to rehabilitate those at some point scheduled to return to the general populace. Now, there's a novel concept. Why didn't Andrew, Mark, or Horace think of that before? Just in case they didn't understand, the verbose vocalist emphasized the men and women who are incarcerated should be given hope that when they return to society, they will have options, or more than likely, great number of them will return to the very thing that they get locked up in the first place for, or maybe worse, is what they say." He's saying. Now, what a remarkable amount of insight after being in relatively briefly. Second, put inmates to work. After blaming crime on the system, Ninjaman, another creative suggestion based on that, says there is a lot of unused skills that they have are going to waste in prison. So Ninjaman claimed by saying, and I quote, "I am here to change the mindset of the youth, and I am asking the government to assist me in restarting a rehabilitation program that I will want to spearhead." Okay, now this must be the guy Lombardo showed the apartment. Unfortunately, the choice of words to see the request of such is what Ninjaman is saying. Now, according to the Minister of Security and of Justice Chief, the Prime Minister is told that they are held in prison institution, and I would love if they could visit the institution so that they can see firsthand what we are dealing with, so they can find a way and means to deal with the problem at hand. From poor medical treatment to, of course, dirty conditions, Ninjaman is calling for a change right now in prison reform programs. And he says that he will be back. If you like on the video, share the video, more to come down. Gonna way. I will be back.